We're going super deep on this one, gang. Okay? So, obviously, when people think of time travel, it's very convoluted, seems very complex, right? Like you couldn't possibly wrap your head around it. So, we need to find a plausible hypothesis for how it may occur that is very easy to understand, and Coach thinks he hit the jackpot here. Okay? So, if you are unfamiliar with Schrodinger's cat, it's a thought experiment, and basically the premise is that if something has yet to be observed, its state has not yet been determined. Okay? So, like if you find a box out of nowhere and didn't know what is in it, right? Whatever, basically every possible conclusion exists. It's not the word I wanted to use. Let's go with conclusion. Every possible conclusion or option, right, which could possibly be in the box is not only on the table, but all of them in a way are in the box. Now, it can't be something that can't be in the box. A 3,000-pound elephant can't be in the small box. One, because it's way too large. Two, we're not positive elephants are real, right? So why would I think there's an elephant in the box? I've never been allowed to own an elephant. So that certainly wouldn't be one of the options in my brain that's in the box. What could be in the box? Money. You're probably not going to very strongly believe it's money, though, right? You've been conditioned that good things don't happen to you. So you're going to think it's dog shit. You're going to think it's a dead animal. You're going to think all sorts of wretched things. It's going to be one of those options. Now, if it landed on the doorstep of someone who's more optimistic, right, and wouldn't think that dark, I would say those darker options aren't a possibility. It's not going to be a dead animal or something. It might be a stuffed animal. It might be jewelry. It might be, clothes or something, right? It'd be something somewhat desirable. If they're extremely optimistic, the possibilities in their mind are going to be limited to their expectations. And if they're brutally optimistic, they're just going to be so confident it's going to be something good, right? Now, Coach says if they say we're in the box, right, you have to think outside of the box, right? They put us in cubes and cells and all sorts of stuff, right? Brain cells, etc., right? So everything is in the box. So everything that is in the box, which is our realm, is every possibility that could be there, right? And the best options, as far as how far it could skew towards positive, is determined by the most, how much of the most positive people we have, right? And how we treat them. And then the worst among us is going to be influenced by the people who are the most pessimistic. They're going to be the ones bringing the monsters to life through their fear, right? So not only, if this is true, not only would this give you a great deal of control over your material realm right here and now, just by expecting or not, just by your expectations of what exists in the present realm, you could really break it wide open if you understood it, assuming this applies to the past, because to Coach, there's more unobserved from the past than the present. I don't know anything about the 1800s. It's whatever they tell us it is, right? Well, maybe we expect them to tell us it's bullshit, right? So maybe when Coach gets out of the shower And he's positive the 49ers were formed in 46 because it's 49 years. And he's positive that the Niners would have won in 94 because it's a 49 flip or whatever. Maybe it's possible that our expectations, like maybe we're making the coding more transparent, right? Like maybe it was more random. But since we know it's rigged, and if it can be rigged, they could make it as silly and stupid as they want. And since we know we live in clown world, we have silly, stupid expectations. Maybe we're making sports even more over the top ridiculous than they are at face value, right? And if it can apply to sports, right, it could apply to your life. Like maybe if you had, an idea of like who your great 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 grandfather is, and like something like, I'll bet my great great grandfather was the King of Scotland and he buried a chest of jewels, right, exactly 15 feet from this old oak tree in the middle of, what I mean? Like maybe if you somehow got in your head that has to be true, like for a fact that dude had to have done that, and it's just sitting there, maybe it will be there, right? Like, so maybe that's the secret to time travel, is adjusting your expectations of what happened.